starting off this Rift Herald as in goes Cuz, looks for Karis, they get the flash. But Arya dives on over. Will he find the chains? Of course he will. This is Arya.
Here on the bottom side.
Yeah, Onflick's just going to walk on in though. Heartbreaker is going to get flashed. Wild Growth did come through. Is there the Moonlight Vigil? Aiming may have just outplayed this, but no. Been a fan of calling it that for many, many years, but that's okay. Troll Wars is also a thing. Okay. Arya going to get finally feared. Ends up going back to his distortion though. Really beautifully done. Q's going to connect. Great fear. I thought that was the right one as well. Oh my goodness. Arya's playing so well. He will immediately be punished. It's a 1-for-1 in the end as DuDu's going to get Rascal away, but the ulti's not really going to work out. Can this dive actually happen? The flash comes in. Body slam is so sick from DuDu. The Q tells me so. And so he did. Bit of a fight here as Cataclysm goes down. Cuz getting Wild Growth, but eventually will get taken down. Knockup does come forward as Arya's in a whole host of trouble. Somehow Onflick lasted for about 5 million years. And the distortion will get Arya out in the end. Aiming, finding the Moonlight Vigil. Can he go forward is the question. This Lulu is very, very squishy and will die. Rascal misses another Q as there's the curtains. Arya going to get blocked there by Rascal. I was actually very, very scared. Rascal let his mid laner die, but that's all right.
Yeah, he was just out of the cone.
He hits him, it's not exactly the optimal target because he does have an answer.
So much fear from HLE Esports and so much respect shown to Rascal here. Doesn't even have flash, and he's able to work this team around without even engaging.
He's everywhere.
Now he's behind them.
Yeah, he's a ghost. It's just insane. Aiming's going to get Wild Growth, but he does have the red and white guns. It's not going to be enough though. They burst him down. Rascal looking for Sunday in the back line. Can he find the Q? Here's the question. Shadow Surge says goodbye to life, however, and Sunday will die. But Rascal getting over the way. He is always just barely behind enemy lines.
Just going to try to slowly push this forward.
Yep, it's going to be stolen though. Okay, no, never mind. Cuz actually secures it. Flashes after his stopwatch. Because now Rascal's delivered, but actually it all works against DuDu. Oh no! Allows him to get off the insect, and in the meantime, actually the Vex picks up a kill. Onflick will be going down as he turns into a Jarvan and then goes to the Death Chamber. Very similar to what the Jarvan just did. Hummerlife lose out on the Drake and they lose out on the trade as KT look for even more. Shields come down though as Aiming has to use everything to try and escape. Samdi is just like, that silly little stopwatch is going to deny him. The exhaust is used onto Arya, who then immediately backs away, and now Rascal gets in here, lands the Q that he needed to, and Karis will be taken down as well as now it's Samdi and a cat against the world. Not gonna get it. Whew. Makes his way out again. Cataclysm here is itchy on the trigger finger as Aiming's going to get stunned up. Can they find the kill yet again? Throws out the Moonlight Vigil, tries to get the damage but doesn't. Onfleek comes through, manages to get the reset. Vex is going to go down as well as Onfleek is pretty dangerous. And Rascal not going to go in on that Q.
So 1-for-1. Rascal does have flash.
Ooh. Almost a Q play, doesn't actually happen. Cuz throws out the Cataclysm now, finds some D with it. Deadly Flourish is not going to save his life whatsoever, and the flag drag does get Cuz out of there. Meanwhile, Rascal was just dealing with Onfleek and the cat, and oh man, Arya does a lot of damage. Chains will connect. Should be able to find the snare there as well, does so. The Q not going to be doing too much damage though without a follow-up.
Yeah, KT looking for a flank onto Karis. Karis, you gotta fear, you gotta be careful though.
Yeah, remember,
no turret here.
Can't really afford to get in there. As there's the kickback. He finds something in the back line, and it's not going to be saved by Karis. And in fact, Karis is just dead. The exhaust down onto Rascal now because he is the hard carry of this team. Almost gets put in position to try and grab Onfleek there, but instead just goes out with his life. And KT, with 5 members alive, should be able to take this Baron.
Should easily be able to grab it.
Back-to-back Karis, back-to-back Rascal POGs. What do we reckon?
I mean, it's definitely on the cards. Like, that's where I'm pointing my vote right now. At least until this game is over, that's where I'm looking. But that last fight too, I mean, he walks right up to Karis. Like, he walks right up to Karis, and Karis knows that he's there, but there's no way out. Because this is what Lee Sin can do so well, as you're pointing out. Yes, one kick can end the game, and if you're Karis, like, and Samdi, like, if you just walk away from the turret, then he's still gonna catch one of you. If you walk forward, then you're walking into KT, and as soon as Rascal appears there, it's like, what do you do? They're like, oh my god, I'm dead. And he goes over the wall, and Rascal's like, wait, thank you for the taxi. I get the double kick, and then Samdi who dies first. Karis is stuck, and the turret falls. Worst timing possible to be there as the squishy players of HLE Esports, because you have a turret there, but only for about 3 seconds longer, and then it's an easy fallout from KT.
Yeah, Yeah, I feel like Karas, I think he had the passive ready. Probably could have pressed W and made stuff happen, but unfortunately just not quite quick enough.
Yeah, late reaction.
Yeah, as Rascal, of course, you know, because you get the kick off and you can't really do anything, so it looks to us like, oh, it must be, why didn't he just press the button that you're actually using stuff before you fly off?
He also saw the Lee Sin early, as we saw.
Yeah, no,
there. So it's just a really quick reaction time. In theory, the best Vex player in the world will hit that, but not in this case.
Not quite. Unlike esports wanting to find a bit of an angle here to stop their base because they're getting obliterated. Turret in trouble is okay. Final chapter comes down. A whole lot now being eaten by aiming as they get another flash out of the Aphelios. Exactly what they want. Karas almost explodes, breaks the chains just in the nick of time. But now the Vex has to get the heck out of here. Absolutely nothing Rascal that he can do for the next little while. As Rascal, yeah, just taking matters into his own hands here in the mid lane.
Yeah, he's just killing the inhibitor turret. He's got a, you know, Baron buffed cannon minion here, and is going to be able to take the majority of this health bar out. It's a 4-1 split.
Yep, and in the meantime, here on the bottom side, this is KT locking down this inhibitor turret as well. The inhibitor's now exposed. KT are taking everything that they want. Cuz in a bit of trouble now, does have to try and get that flag out, but he's not going to be able to do so. On Flick jumps on top of the Jarvan, and now they might have an opportunity. Life gonna have to flash to get out of the way. Heartbreaker's towards aiming, who is still very dangerous.
TP from Rascal.
There is the Moonlight Vigil. Goodbye, Mr. Viego. A little bit overexcited there, I think, was on Fleek as Karas trying to run away. It's decent disengage there from Sam D with the Deadly Flourish. The KT now.
They can push the end.
Yeah, they certainly can. Both of the junglers are dead though, so technically it's a 4v4 with the fountain available for Harm Life. So maybe KT just decide we're not going to take too much.
35 seconds to go on that Baron buff. They decide to back away. They don't want to stack this one up too hard, but what an exchange of blows here. The 4-1 split means bot 4 pushing inhibitor, Rascal's pushing mid, as you can see on the mini-map here. And it's a lose-lose situation as Life Esports. So they decide to play an extremely greedy follow-up here to actually go for further than Cuz. The Cuz pick, great. Deadly Flourish is on fleek, closing the gap there and blowing up. But chasing here, there's just too much at stake, and on fleek is way ahead of the rest of his team. Moonlight Vigil comes through to execute him, but because he's sped up so much, there's no DuDu to heal. If DuDu's there to maybe block this or get on top of the AD carry there, it's one thing, but he's not. And Rascal teleporting means if they stayed for 1 second longer, it's a wipe in the end of the game.
Yeah, just over. Gragas going to teleport in DuDu. See whether they can stop this Ocean Soul from coming down, but their base is in shambles. As long as KT just keeps them interested, then they should be able to take this dragon without too much of an incident. Unlike esports, they have to engage. They have to start something on their terms, because otherwise time is against them.
Aiming doesn't have cleanse nor flash.
Great knock up there from Cuz. Zonfleet's going to get locked down. Eventually gets out with the ultimate. Is now Rascal possibly caught out of position. Will get feared, but KT just starting it off on the other side. Cuz getting the knock up onto Karas, and oh my goodness, the Vex just evaporated. DuDu looks for a little bit more, and Rascal says, better Lee Sin, heck no, Atlas. Smacking down the Gragas real easy.
I love how Rascal's just walking into people like they're NPCs, like they're not even any champions. Yeah. He's just like, I'm gonna rotate around this pillar real quick and then get a kick. Oh man, this
having a lot of fun this game. 5-1 and 3 on the Lee Sin. His GA's complete, so he is not afraid of anything in KT. Looks like they will be able to secure the 2-0 against Humble Life Esports. And their only loss now against Damwon Kia in their first match. And this KT, as they develop and get more and more synergy, will get more and more scary. And already looking real